Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome for the first time if you are new. We are back to watch another episode of The Pitt. This is Season 2, Episode 7, 1 p.m. Last episode of The Pitt was devastating. We unfortunately lost our favorite patient, Louis, to a pulmonary hemorrhage due to his years of alcoholism, and we learned the reason why he drank so much, and it was just extra devastating. I cried the whole time. It was just not fun. Hopefully this episode is a bit lighter in terms of, not hitting us with emotional gut punches constantly, but who knows? Maybe this is the point of the season where we ramp into the actual main problem that's going to go wrong in this season, because all the computers get shut down somehow, so we're going to have to figure out why. But yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty excited to jump into it. So before we do that, if you end up enjoying my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. If you're new here, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon. That is linked in the description down below. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. And then lastly, if you like video games, consider subscribing to my gaming channel, also linked in the description down below. I play all the latest games releasing over there. But other than that, let's jump into another episode of The Pitt. The Pitt. Don't remind me.
Oh, okay. You are some kind of savant.
Worthy of a raise?
Just more of my love.
Enough of that.
Never worthy of a raise.
All right, I need to take care of a sexual assault victim in triage. One of you needs to hold down the fort.
We can call for a sane.
On a holiday? It'd be ours. We're not going to make this patient wait. And since I'm the only sane on staff...
Princess will cover. Wait.
Ha!
A sane is a sexual assault nurse examiner. We do forensic exams, collect evidence, and hand it over to the police if a report is made. We also provide resources, support, sometimes even testimony. Saints are very valuable in a hospital, especially in ED. More nurses should train for it.
It's a not so subtle hint.
Meaning you should train for it. Damn, it must be super hot.
Hi, Miss Miller.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Been better. How long is this gonna take?
I can't promise an
Hopefully
exact
not
time,
long.
but we'll try to be as fast as you need. We're going to use triage exam rooms 1 and 2 for this. It's the most private space we have away from the ED.
Okay,
Right,
that's
this could
good.
be a lot. You up for it?
Privacy is good.
Yeah. Yes. I'm good. All right, let me know if you need to step out.
Hello.
Dr. Ellis.
Oh no.
Oh, yes. Need the room. Find another place to lay your head.
Not even a 20-minute power nap?
Sorry.
So you're having a headache and abdominal pain?
Hey.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, and which would you say is worse?
My headache was terrible last week, but now...
Hey, you're breaking up. Can you run that back again?
But now, my abdominal pain... Oh,
God, come on, you piece of shit.
Yeah, writing things down is helpful. Or you could just ask her the question on the paper, right?
I'll be right.
I think she was asking what the CT is.
Right now, Jackson is on an involuntary psych hold.
That's not necessary.
He just needs some rest. He's been studying for the bar exam.
I know they probably just
Jackson
don't
has
want
reported hearing
to.
voices.
Yeah, they
This
don't
could
want
be
to admit
serious.
that something could be more going on.
And who is Dr. Jefferson?
He's from psychiatry, and he's excellent. He can explain next steps and answer all of your questions.
Javadi, why don't you take the Davises to the family room?
Sure. Excuse me.
Girl, what's going on with you? Are you about to have a panic attack or what's happening?
Have reached the Pittsburgh Neuroscience Group. If this is a medical emergency, please hang up and dial 911. For our address and office hours, press 1.
Neuroscience. Does she have something going on in her brain?
Hi, this is Dr. Baran Al-Hashimi. I'm a patient of Dr. Fairgraves. I need to speak to him if he's on call. If he's not, I'll take his next available appointment. And please call me if he has a cancellation. Thank you.
Like I said, you're more than welcome to stay down here until an inpatient bed opens up upstairs.
I'm curious what's going on with her.
It's gonna be really noisy here and you won't get any rest. At home, you'll be surrounded by your family and be more comfortable.
I don't think she wants to die at home.
It's not that I don't want to go home, but...
Hi, Mom. Mom.
Brother, she told you to stay home.
What's going on? Is everything okay?
Robbie, police officer, incoming trauma.
Dude, she told you to go home because she didn't want you here.
You are in control now, Alana. We're here to help and support you. Once I open this kit, I cannot leave the room. But if you need a break or some air, just let us know.
Okay.
I'm gonna need you to undress on top of these pads. Put each item of clothing on the pads, okay? Then we'll package each piece in a separate bag. We'll get you new clothes. Don't worry.
All right.
Emma's gonna be behind this curtain, and I'll be in here with you.
Well, doing this, trying to give her as much dignity as they can.
I can't imagine her boys.
Oh, don't go there.
That's why she didn't want them here.
The wheels, get her room upstairs soon.
Good luck.
Intubated neck wounds. That's not great. We were diverted here. Is there a trauma room open?
Trauma 1.
What's the story? My buddy, Officer Hero, high velocity GSW. He's getting harder to bag. Warehouse robbery gone sideways.
So he moonlights with SWAT?
Oh, you left us already for the open road.
I miss seeing you in uniform.
You should see me as a flight attendant.
Do you do this intubation?
Under active fire, yeah.
Are you serious?
I go in with the team in case there's an injury.
It's badass.
That is badass.
It is displacement. Okay, that is a transected trachea.
Not good.
Pulling out.
Oh.
Okay. That's down to 83.
Yeah, he's
That's
not
not
moving
great.
here. Okay, I need a neonatal mask.
Neonatal?
Yep.
All right, Alana. I read your intake. Why don't you give me your description of exactly what happened?
I was at a 4th of July barbecue with a bunch of friends. I helped set up.
Where does it hurt?
It's understandable. It's tough to describe.
Do you have any fever, vomiting, diarrhea?
No, it's just stomachache.
Okay, well, still go see the nurse and have her call me.
Okay. But I'm still having ice cream tonight.
Let's just see how you feel later.
She's like, I don't care how bad I feel. I want ice cream.
Elliot Green, 17, syncopal episode of football practice.
Syncopal episode?
Okay, it's hell week. I need to get back.
Like he passed out?
Systolic of 95, tachy at 122, no meds, no allergies.
How long were you at practice?
Started at 9, so like 4 hours.
4 hours.
4
under this
hours?
heat with all that gear?
He's probably so dehydrated. Your coach needs to be fired.
Hey, when's our break?
There's no breaks down here. Always make sure you pack a protein bar, something quick.
Ogilvy, Joy, jump in on this. Syncope at football practice.
I just needed to hydrate.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you definitely need to hydrate.
Orlando, where are you going?
Home. You take these out?
No. It takes 48 hours for you to get out of DKA. Your blood is still full of acid.
Look, I can't add thousands of dollars to the $100 grand I already owe.
I'm sorry, 100 grand?
It's a medical debt. My wife doesn't even know.
What?
Can you stay for at least 12 hours? It will get you out of the danger zone.
No, I really can't. Every minute I stay is a meal, shoes, school supplies. I have a second job I have to get to by 4.
You need fluids.
You're gonna die, dude.
You stay and I'll get together everything you'll need at home.
Also, a referral to Northside Christian Health Center. Come on. You don't work until 4. It'll keep you from passing out on the job again. Or worse.
You're gonna die if you don't trust her.
Santos, take a break. Help me cut down a 6-0-ET2.
What is going on here? You have a field medic assisting you?
Dr. Abbott is an attending, and he's also a SWAT physician.
My buddy Hero here is in bad need of an airway.
We can do this.
No, I got it. You must be Gloria's new hire.
Yes, Dr. Al-Hashimi.
Well, I'd shake your hand, but my tube is ready.
Okay.
Slow is smooth, smooth is fast.
You know, you can call me just to say hi sometimes. What's up now? GSW.
Well, last time they called, you didn't show up.
I got it. Gently, or we're gonna lose it.
Down to 89.
I'm in, balloon up.
End title, excellent waveform.
Good breath sounds.
Okay.
CT angio of the neck ASAP, along with CT chest, abdomen, pelvis.
Yep. Just as soon as we secure this tube.
First leader's in.
Mucous membrane's dry. Differential for syncope in an adolescent.
Cardiac arrhythmia from drugs.
Hypovolemia, seizure,
QT, WPW,
sepsis.
or Brugada.
Brugada is more common in Asian males.
But still should be considered.
First described in 1992, has a high incidence of sudden death among young patients with otherwise structurally normal hearts.
Wait.
Yeah,
Did you just say
Ogilvy.
sudden death?
No, we didn't say sudden death. Don't worry.
They're discussing a rare condition you don't have.
Anything glows. I'll swab it with a wet, then dry Q-tip. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. This is a very involved procedure.
Take off your gown on the left side and turn a little bit towards me, just to the left. Some on the left wrist. Swab.
Sorry.
Don't be.
It's just cold.
Head and neck, we'll have an OR ready with thoracic standing by.
How soon can they take it?
Okay.
We're a little backed up with Westbridge patients, but let's bring them up. I'll get them taken care of for you.
Heck yeah.
You're gonna be okay, Hero. We're getting you to surgery.
I'll write the procedure note.
Thank you.
Well, clock in, Abbott.
SWAT, really?
You ready to go?
I suck at golf.
You spend time in the Middle East?
More than I would have liked.
I worked in Kabul with Médecins Sans Frontières, and in 2020 at the maternity hospital.
Okay.
Vashti Barchi. Tragedy. We should grab a beer sometime, share war stories.
I'd like that.
Okay.
She seems cool.
Yep, maybe.
You should kiss.
Oh, there she is. Vic!
Dad.
Victoria, this is Dr. Amy June. Dr. June is the smartest person I know.
Okay.
Dr. June is chief of dermatology, and Victoria's first shift in the ER was on the day of the Pitt Fest shooting.
I heard all the incredible stories, including your own
Incredible
acts of
stories?
med student prowess.
Wow, med student prowess. That's. No, I'm pretty sure I was just trying to stab.
I wouldn't necessarily describe that day as incredible.
Let's grab a coffee sometime.
Absolutely, yes. Thank you.
Her
Your
dad
mom
wants
really
her
wants
out
me to go
of.
to surgery.
Yeah.
Mom wants me to stop drinking and join a pickleball league.
Oh, that's the same.
Yeah, well,
exact same.
I will risk an Achilles tear before I give up scotch.
They don't want her in the ED. They want her somewhere else. Both of them.
Do either of you have a family history of mental illness?
Not mine.
Pops?
My brother took his own life.
Wait, what? Uncle Ken? He said he drank himself to death. Ma,
Yeah.
why would you not tell Jackson? Or me? I can't believe this.
Jada.
Excuse me.
Jada.
To be fair, it's not necessarily info you need to know unless something's going to happen.
How you feeling?
Not great, probably.
I wish this day never happened. You've been doing this a while?
Let's just say Florence Nightingale and I were roommates.
Who?
I rest my case.
She was the founder of modern nursing.
Okay, you can have something to eat or drink now.
I'm fine.
You sure?
Let's just keep going.
I don't know if that's the mentality you want to have. Or do you mean like specifically like keep going with the examination?
Treatment area in North 5.
Evaporated cooling. Great plan.
Yeah, what is Dr. Langdon's idea? He figured we'd be seeing a lot more patients in this heat.
He's right. How are you feeling?
He is right.
Loaded question.
It wasn't meant to be. You have a deposition in a couple hours?
This job's really important to me and my sister. You know, I support both of us.
It's gonna go great. Just tell him what happened. You're not at fault. Your job's not in jeopardy.
I mean, the lawyer said that I could...
The lawyer's job is to try and shake your confidence. So don't let him. You're a very good doctor. I have been training residents for years. You are one of the very best.
Heck yeah.
Stick to the plan. My wife is not thinking clearly.
She wants to die here.
She's asking for.
Said she wants to stay here.
Why don't we all go in and talk?
Brian Jenkins is allowed to hunt with a 22 on his grandpa's farm.
Well, Brian Jenkins, yeah, he needs more supervision.
How are we doing in here, Roxy?
Been better?
Rumor has it you're still interested in booking a room with us.
I don't want to go back home yet.
It's all set up, Rox. You're gonna be more comfortable at home.
Paul, I changed my mind. It is our home. I don't...
She doesn't want to die there.
You living with my ghost?
I will happily live with your ghost.
But the kids.
Oh, stop talking about ghosts, please.
Yes, I'm sorry. Sorry, sweetie, you're right.
Got trauma flying in ETA 5 minutes.
Okay, I'm very sorry. I will be right
The
back.
home stops being a home, and it becomes a haunted memory. Oh, hello. This is awkward.
How's Jake? He's good. Better, he's coping. Gonna be a senior this fall. That's great. There's a lot for him to go through.
It's a lot for all of you to go
For all of us
through.
to go through.
I wrote this show.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it. I'm sorry. I betrayed your trust. I betrayed our patients' trust. And I'm really fucking sorry. It'll never happen again, I swear. I'm really glad that you got the help that you need. But I don't know if I want you working in my ER.
Come on, Robbie.
Mel, can we start with
You fast, sure.
yes, please.
Why? To check and make sure there's no pneumothorax, otherwise it could become a tension.
Exactly.
I think Langdon's a little rattled now.
You want an egg?
Not without a BP first.
108/64, pulse is 102, sats are good.
Okay, let's have Oneg ready, but don't give it just yet.
Anything else?
How about a hemo-Q?
Yeah, of course.
Robbie just shook him to his core.
Next step is fingernails. Hey. This will not define you, okay?
She wanted to put her hands on her knees to comfort her. But she held back.
Our
I appreciate
VRI isn't
that.
working. Video relay interpreter?
Young, healthy guy, we transfuse at 7.
Do we? We'd be in real trouble if you equilibrates from acute blood loss.
Am I interrupting something?
Multiple deep lacerations.
God, that's so awkward now.
This looks like some Jurassic Park shit.
Is that your official surgical diagnosis?
Yep, it is.
With no active bleeding, I wouldn't transfuse just yet.
Okay.
Dr. Langdon agrees with you.
Let's get him to CT.
Jason Stills, 62, was gathering the makings of a salad.
That's a hell of
when
a
he
thing to
started
hear on your
feeling
first day
dizzy and
back.
nauseated.
That I don't want you working here.
Look, I know this must be so scary for you. And you probably feel betrayed by your parents. But they had no way of knowing about Jackson. You know, and some families just have a difficult time talking about mental health.
Yeah?
Now you can help us take the first steps to finding out what we can do to help your brother.
Mr. Diaz, I have a surprise for you.
Oh,
Oh,
goddamn, Abbott.
It's okay.
have you seen my patient, Orlando? Mr. Diaz?
Room was empty.
Seriously?
Yeah.
What happened to you?
Oh.
Bullets.
My vest.
You were shot?
Shot at. Geniuses thought today was the day to rob a goods warehouse. Didn't think about how long it would take to load the appliances. They panicked. All hell broke loose.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's not great.
Why do you do this?
My therapist said I needed a hobby.
Funny. Shit, this sucks.
Oh, it's nothing.
No.
Probably
Don't worry about me, I'm fine.
helps him
No.
reconnect to his time in war.
It's in the bag.
Insulin, test strips, electrolyte powder. I got him everything he needed for home care.
So Uber to his house.
Is the hospital gonna pay for that?
I'll pay for it.
Wow. Abbott's the best.
This can stay off the books. Don't need the paperwork from the hospital or the police department.
Okay. Or a little secret.
Except Robbie walks by. He's like, what is happening?
What's your dispo plan for Mr. Scott?
ICU admission. You should call neurology to consult.
Everybody's seeing that happen.
This 49-year-old woman presents to the emergency department with the chief complaint of right ear pain. Hey, Donnie, can you do something about that?
What?
The baby.
That's not driving you nuts? The baby, it won't stop crying.
Oh, that.
Just started crying.
I think Jesse's the nurse.
Well, can't you...
Pippi Jane Doe.
What is your problem?
Santos, chill. Sing for the baby.
Starting to understand why you got left here.
Sing a song for the baby. Everyone knows you can sing. Yes. Sing it, girl. Oh. Maybe you should go into peds. Hell yeah, Santos.
Plan?
I'll have Mel and Langdon suture up the lacerations.
Wait, what? That could take days.
Days? What do you...
Calm down, sadness. I'm kidding.
Boy, I missed you, Yo-Yo.
Can't say the same.
Rid.
Okay, let's take up this art project.
Art project.
So, back to it.
Good talk.
How we doing, Princess?
Hello? Oh, okay. Yes, I will be right there. C-Suite wants to see me upstairs.
Ooh, call to the principal's office on your first day, not a good sign.
Interesting. I wonder if it's about the AI thing.
How is everything at home with you and Whitaker?
He's weirder than you'd expect. But I don't see him all that much. He spends a lot of time at Amy's.
He has a girlfriend?
Sure.
I don't know what to call it. The farmer who got burned last year, the day of the mass cache, his widow, Amy.
Oh, he died?
The sun doesn't always come out tomorrow, Annie.
Wait, wasn't she pregnant?
No, she was a young orphan.
Annie?
No, not Annie. Amy.
Yes.
She was a young orphan.
And Whitaker's now seeing this Amy?
And her baby. He got really close to the family when the husband was dying. He helped her through the loss of her husband, and then again when she had the kid, and now he spends almost every weekend at the farm. Plus he's on the street team, and he just wants to help everybody, and I just don't want to see him taken advantage of. You know, he's just a fucking huckleberry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's our fucking Huckleberry.
Hell yeah, he's our Huckleberry.
Can't you order my wife to go home?
No. She doesn't want to die in her home.
My wife's dying, and you're telling me there's nothing I can do.
Mr. Hamler, that's not...
No. There's got to be something.
He's not willing to give up.
It may not seem like much, but right now you being here for her and respecting her wishes is the best thing that you can do for her. Supporting her and her choices is the most remarkable gift that you can give her at this time.
The meds we have her on will help her pain. And she may get to a point where she feels well enough to go home.
But she wants that home to still be home for her family and not the place where she died.
Give me 1 second.
Okay, I'm gonna let you guys get acquainted. I will be right back.
There's a lot going on. The whole, even just the whole process, even after she's been assaulted, is just
One more.
like, even though they're,
I can't.
yeah, even though they're doing it in such a gentle, kind way, it's still so invasive and traumatizing.
Because you can do this collection without a police report for now, and none of it goes in your permanent medical record.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Tell me why you want to stop.
He's my friend. He knows all my friends.
If he was your friend, he wouldn't have assaulted you.
It was just a dumb... He was drunk. He didn't mean... It didn't mean anything.
Okay. It's okay, I understand. Me too. A lot of... This is a difficult process, to say the least. Why don't you take a breather and come back, and whatever you want to do, we'll do.
That is such a tough thing. And it tangentially is all, like, it's very connected to what Dana went through. Because Dana was assaulted last year and she didn't want to go through with the reporting process, and that is tough. She's got scars. Scars where you can't typically see them.
This can't be good.
Who's this?
That is hospital CEO Trent Norris. He's the big boss.
Oh.
Nice outfit.
Hey, Rockstar, gather your staff, please.
Sure, anything you want to tell me first?
No.
Hey, everybody, can you gather around, listen up for a moment, please?
And have your attention, everyone. The internal disaster at Westbridge has been identified as a cyber attack. And now Good Dominion Hospital has been hit as well.
For how long?
We
The
don't know
whole
how
day,
long.
probably?
If the ransom is paid,
Ransom? Are we next?
our IT protection
Almost
system
certain.
has blocked thousands of intrusion attempts in the hours since Westbridge was hit this morning, but IT believes we're still vulnerable. So we're going to preemptively shut down all the computer systems.
That is...
Patient registration, electronic health records, lab and radiology interfaces, email, internet.
Talk to me first. You want to consult my department?
I consulted your fellow attending.
When are we going down?
Soon.
Okay, hey, somebody
That's
get a
not
picture
an
of the
answer.
board. Quickly, quickly. We're about to go analog.
Wow, that was like immediate.
Phones work? They don't work.
You got the photo?
Yeah.
Damn.
This is gonna be fun.
It is not gonna be fun. Ugh. Okay. We finally know why the other hospital is shut down because of a cyber attack. Unfortunately, I knew that the whole time. I watched the trailer for this season of The Pit, and I think it was the main trailer, like the official trailer for season 2. I think they revealed that it was a cyber attack. So I don't know why they did that. Like if they wanted it to be a surprise that it was a cyber attack or what. Like I wouldn't have put that in the main trailer, which isn't, it's unfortunate when big things get revealed during the main trailer, but I knew. And I made no secret throughout all these episodes that I knew what it was. It was kind of weird that they did play it up as like this mystery of what was going on, and then the marketing team decided to put it in one of the main trailers. But we know that it's a cyber attack. We know that multiple hospitals have been hit, and we know that now our hospital just got hit. Well, actually, our hospital didn't get hit, but IT is shutting down all of the computers and internet and all that to prevent a successful attack. Yeah, when the CEO is coming in, it's not great. A couple things. Robbie is mad. He's very upset that he was not consulted on the decision to shut down, and I totally get it. Like, it's his last day. Yeah, like he's gonna be out of here, and Dr. Al-Hashimi is the one that's taking over, and she was like trained in IT, like counter whatever prevention or whatever. So understandable that they would want to get her input, but also like she's not the attending yet. Like, wasn't that established in episode 1 that she came in a day early, right? I'm pretty sure that's the situation. She's not supposed to be here yet. So like it's yeah, the fact that she isn't technically supposed to be in charge until tomorrow, but she's here today and she's pushing all these things, and then when a big event happens, she's the one that's called up to consult and make a decision, and she makes that decision without including or looping Robbie in at all, given that he's currently still the ED attending. Like, I can understand why he's upset about that. That unfortunately has been a pretty consistent theme from Al-Hashimi. Like, I generally like her, but she keeps doing things without looping him in. She keeps making decisions that apply to everybody without consulting him about it, right? With the patient passports, with running some of these residents through drills in the morning, through the AI tool, through all these different things. Like, she's making decisions and implementing things without consulting him, without, getting any sort of approval. Like, she's just operating from a standpoint of her already being in charge, even though this is his, like, he's still the attending. Now, granted, in a real life situation, if this was actual real life, she would not have, her first day would not be his last day, right? They would have started this change in leadership transition weeks, if not a month previous, at least, right? It would have been a gradual transition of her taking over before he went on his sabbatical. So they would have had plenty of time to figure this stuff out. But it's a TV show, so they're going to make it as, short and dramatic as possible. But yeah, like, her making decisions without looping him in is frustrating for him and for us. And I think low-key, even the way like the CEO responded to him was very interesting, right? Like, he walks up and the first thing he says is like, "Hey, rock star, like, gather your crew." And he says it in a way of like, not like demeaning, but like a it's like a nickname. I don't know, like, I don't know how to fully explain it. Like he talks to Robbie as though like he doesn't like him. And then when he's like, you didn't, or when he's like, you want to like talk to me before we talk to everyone else, he's like, nope. And it's like, okay, clearly the CEO of the hospital is potentially a fan of, Al-Hashimi taking over full time. That's the vibe that I got from that tiny little interaction, is that this could be a pretense going forward to them having Robbie's sabbatical be longer than 3 months, right? Because even going back to last season, Robbie was constantly at ends with like Gloria, and like talking about budgeting and just antagonistic towards the cost cutting measures they wanted to implement. And I imagine the CEO is not a big fan of him. He's probably like, hey, in his mind, he's probably like, the only reason Robbie's still here is because he is a rock star. He is the guy. Like, he's the best of the best. And if he wasn't so dang good, he would have been booted a long time ago for, the way he goes about things and his feelings towards budget and all that stuff, right? And his advocacy and standing up for himself in the department when the CEO and Gloria, who's I think the COO, where she has a high up role, they want to implement cost cutting things and all this, and Robbie's like, no. Right? So I imagine the CEO doesn't like him. So that's going to be an interesting thing to keep an eye on. It's also crazy, though, that they wouldn't have looped him or Al-Hashimi in previously up to this point. Like, when he's giving that announcement, he's like, yeah, this hospital's down due to a cyber attack. In the hours since they went down, our IT department has prevented thousands of attacks. And it's like, okay, like, that seems like something the heads of this department should know, right? Like, looping them in less than a minute before all the computers get shut down is insane. That's crazy behavior. Like, that's low-key malpractice, not looping in your attendings that you're about to shut all the computers down. And then even when Robbie asks, he's like, when is this happening? He just says, soon. And it's like, how soon is soon? Like, is that 10 minutes from now? Is it an hour from now? Turns out it's 10 seconds from now? Like, that's legitimate malpractice from the CEO. Like, you cannot operate that way. But also, like, it shows that they've known about this for hours and have not told the two heads of this department anything at all. That's crazy. So yeah, I think Robbie has every right to be upset about that. Okay, then let's talk about Robbie and Langdon, that whole scene. So Langdon, he's starting to get his confidence back a little bit. He's having a good time. And then they go up in the elevator. It's super awkward. And he asks him some like surface level questions. And then he's like, all right, I just got to say it. I'm so fucking sorry. Like, I betrayed you. I betrayed our patients. It'll never happen again. Like, essentially, like, please forgive me. And Robbie hits him with the, I'm glad you got the help you need, but I'm not sure I want you working here. And it's like, that is so like, I mean, I get Robbie's feeling, right? Like, he has been betrayed, but it's like, fam, it's been 10 months and he's putting in the work to be back on solid footing as an individual and as a doctor. Like, he's going through the program. Like, I forgot the name of the program he's in, but like, it's a program that doctors like with addiction or with the things that he went through can go through instead of losing their medical license, right? So I assume either Robbie or Langdon himself reported the situation, and he was given the option of lose your medical license or go through this 5-year program to, come out in good standing, essentially. And he chose the 5-year program. So it's frustrating for Robbie to be like, yeah, I'm glad you got the help you need, but I don't want you here. Like, that is devastating. Like, season 1, they were practically brothers, and now he's essentially being like, I never want to see you again. Like, that's crazy. That's devastating for Langdon. Like, shook him to his core, stripped him of all his confidence. Like, he was bumbling, stumbling over himself. Like, just not a great time. And Robbie Robbie didn't give him any grace even then. He was like, all right, like, come on, let's go. Like, what do you, like, how do you not realize that that affected him, Robbie? Like, come on, man. But yeah, it's a lot. He had some good moments though. He had a good moment with Santos when they're talking about Whitaker, and she's like, oh, I don't want Whitaker to get taken advantage of. And they're like, he's our Huckleberry. Like, the two of them have this connection with Whitaker, which is really nice. He built up Mel, which was good, where he's like, hey, you're one of the best residents I've ever trained. And she's like, really? I am? And it's like, yeah, you are. Like, you're great. So he had some good moments. Al Hashimi, her situations were very interesting. We already talked about the stuff with the CEO. She had a interesting connection with Abbott. I suspected last episode that they were going to kind of butt heads based on the preview. Turns out they didn't. Turns out they have some interesting shared experiences being in the Middle East and being doctors involved with like frontline combat stuff, which is very interesting. And then he was like, yeah, we should get a beer. And they kind of like shared a look, and it was kind of flirty. And, you know, like she has a very interesting vibe with both Abbott and Robbie, where there's been specific moments where you're like, are they flirting? Like, what is happening? But, you know, everyone flirts with Abbott, so, and Abbott flirts back, so it's to be expected. Yeah, but then the main thing that was very interesting to me with Al Hashimi is her call to the neuroscience doctor. So she had a moment in episode 1 where she kind of like zoned out with the baby, and everyone was like, what the frick was that? And then she has another moment here where she zones out again, and then she low-key like had a bit of a panic attack. And from what I gather, I think she had what is it? It's like, it's not a seizure. I think it's technically called a seizure, but it's not like what most people would think of a seizure. Like, you're not like violently shaking or anything. Like, it's called like a absent seizure or something like that, where like you just like disassociate, like, and you don't like, you're not in control of that happening. And I think that's what's happening to her. And it could be because of stress. It could be because of several things. It could be, you know, entering in a new role, or she could potentially have something more serious going on. But yeah, she's trying to get a consult with the neuroscience doctor. So I think we have an answer for what happened in not season 1, episode 1. So that's very interesting. Let's go straight to another attending with Abbott. He came in with the SWAT team. He moonlights as a SWAT doctor in his free time when he's not here at the emergency department working the night shift. And I think, what did Mohan ask him why he does it? And I think it's because people who were soldiers in war, especially with those who were deployed, when they come back, a prevalent feeling that a lot of them express that they have felt is this like this feeling of being lost and not having a purpose, right? Because you're overseas often, you are in sometimes combat areas, you are in the military, whatever branch, and you have very specific goals, very specific missions, very specific things you need to get done. You know why. Like, it is a shared, you know, commonality with that mission. Like, you're not just doing things on your own. You have a group of people, you know, a battalion, a troop, whatever, that you are all focused on a shared common goal. And it's a very bonding experience. Oftentimes bonding via just brotherhood, but oftentimes trauma bonding. And it's just like this experience often that when they come back home and that is not there, like that's not an active part of their life, they feel lost. Sometimes they deal with a lot of PTSD, and many of them come home and then they end up re-enlisting or going back on tour again because they just can't bring themselves to live a normal life back home and do their day job when they have had this previous experience. So I'm willing to bet that that is something that Abbott suffers from, right? Like, he probably can't bring himself to just be and attending in a regular doctor. He's like, I need something, even if it's just a little taste like of being on the SWAT team. It is close enough to what he experienced in the military that he doesn't feel lost and absent anymore, right? I am very curious to learn more about him and explore more about him. He's just such an interesting and also stand-up guy. Like, everything he does is so interesting and everyone loves him. You know, the incident with Mohan when she's upset that her patient left, right? And she's like, I had all this stuff, I was gonna give it to him, and he's like, just Uber it to his house. Like, so matter of fact, he's like, that's a clear and easy solution. And she's like, is the hospital gonna pay for that? And he's like, I'll pay for it. And it's like, bruh. Like, what a king. What a king. Like, he doesn't care. Like, give him the address, he'll pay the $50 to Uber this stuff to this guy's house. Not a problem to him. And I think him and Mohan, they have some chemistry and a connection. They had some stuff going on in season 1 where he built her up, and now he's supporting her and building her up again in this season. And who knows if he just does that for everyone or if they got a vibe going. I don't know. But she's like, she's gonna help him with his little wound, and you know, he's like, I don't need the paperwork, and she's like, it's our little secret. And then Robbie walks by. Just so funny. And then like 2 minutes later, Al Hashimi and Santos are walking by and they see it in there as well. It's like, okay, everyone knows about this. But yeah, he's great. He, you know, intubated someone in a active fire zone. Like, he's fantastic. Everyone loves Abbott. He's just great. So love that. But then let's talk about some specific patients. The deaf lady. I feel like something bad is gonna happen with that because Santos is just not, she's just not on top of things, right? Like, they have the, you know, robot thing, and that's supposed to be helping. That doesn't help at all because it keeps, you know, glitching out. And Santos already feels like so behind in all this thing, and she's so tired, and she just keeps leaving this lady, kind of abandoning her. And then they actually get the interpreter down there, and she's like, I'm gonna leave you to get acquainted, and then walks away. And the interpreter's like, yo, like, we don't need to get acquainted, just like, let's start. Like, this lady's been chilling all day getting basically no help. And Santos, I feel like, is just dropping the ball on that one. This whole season has just been rough. Like, it's been rough. She had a good moment singing to that baby. You know, awesome that they can get Issa to sing in an episode because she was a former Broadway star. She can sing her heart out. But yeah, like, Santos is just it's a struggle to watch Santos this season because she just keeps dropping the ball. And she's definitely going to get someone killed or hurt or something because of her lack of attentiveness to these people. The cancer patient, that's, again, like, that lady, she doesn't want to die at home. Like, she's ready to die, and her husband does not want to give her up. Her husband is not willing to give up the fight, even though the fight is, it's over. As soon as you're in hospice, it's not a situation of like, hey, we can make it out of this on the other side with you being alive, right? Like, hospice really only comes into the equation when there's nothing else to do. Like, they're confident you are going to die. And it comes to a point where it's just like trying to maintain your comfort before you pass, right? Like, it's not a situation of, hey, we're going to find a cure for you or find a treatment that keeps you alive another 20 years. So the fact that she is just like, hey, I'm ready to go. Like, she doesn't want to go home because, I mean, she said, I don't want, you know, you to be living with my ghost. And he's like, I will gladly live with your ghost. And it's like, okay, you might, but your kids don't want to. Like, you need to think about your children and the fact that their house is still their house and their home. They've grown up there their whole lives. All their happiest memories are there. Like, having her die in that house because you don't want to give up on her and then tainting the memory of that house for those kids forever is not a loving thing to do. And he just, like, he doesn't seem to get that, right? Like, she goes home and suffers and dies, and that house is no longer a safe place for those kids. It is no longer the place that they call home. It is the place that their mom suffered and died in front of them. Like, that is extremely traumatizing. So, yeah, I totally understand that she doesn't want to go home. She wants to die here so that that place maintains a safe environment for her children. Yeah, like that, it's tough. It's really tough, but you know, I'm on her side. We also spent a lot of this episode with Dana and the sexual assault victim. That's tough. Like, I forgot what show I watched. There was a show a couple years ago where there was an individual who reported like a sexual assault or a rape, and they reported like in the police station, and they had to like have their clothes like cut off of them, and it was just like like it's a really traumatizing thing to like go through that again. So like that one again, she in her like what she's talking to Dana about, and Dana's like, what happened? And she's like, oh, like it was my friend. Like, I don't like, she doesn't want to go through with it because she's like, he didn't mean it, he was drunk. Like, he's my friend, he knows all my friends. Like, if I go through with this, like, it's gonna ruin things. And it's like, you know, a couple things. One, if your friend sexually assaults you, they're not your friend. They never were your friend. Like, that's not something you should just be like okay with because they're your friend, right? Like it totally understandable. She doesn't want to like blow up a friend group or whatever, but like that's not something that you should just be okay with, regardless of what you thought you were to this person previously. And to her friend group, if you find like if and just regular people in general, if you find out that your friend sexually assaulted another one of your friends, you should not be friends with that person anymore. Like that is someone you should cut off from your life. Like, they do not deserve your friendship if they assaulted one of your friends. Now, obviously in real life there are plenty of situations where there's a false report, like someone makes something up. In this scene, clearly not a false report. Like, this girl was like clearly actually assaulted. And like, not only did she have to go through that incredibly traumatizing experience of being assaulted, but then the whole examination here in the hospital. I mean, even in the hospital, they're being incredibly kind and gracious and soft. Like, they're doing it as delicately as they can, and even still, it is an incredibly traumatizing, invasive experience to go through that. So, like, you can imagine why a lot of women don't report when they've been assaulted, because you know, you kind of have to relive it, and it opens up a whole can of worms, and it's just a lot for people to go through with. I think it was very fitting to have Dana be the one that is leading this examination for this girl, right? Like, she's being so kind and so delicate and so patient with this girl, being like, hey, you can take breaks anytime you want. Like, it's important that we do this, though. Like, she's advocating really hard for this girl to continue the process, right? Like, she doesn't want her to stop, but she's like, you know, if you need to take as many breaks or slow down or whatever, that's fine. But it's important that we go through with this if you want to make a police report later, right? And it's very interesting because she's giving this girl so much grace and talking her through this assault, being like, this will not define you going forward. Like, you are not your assault, which is important to hear. But it's so interesting when it's Dana is the one that's doing it, because last season she was assaulted. Like, she was punched in the face by a guy who she was trying to help, who she thought, you know, wasn't going to attack her. And then in this season, we learned she didn't go through with the process of filing charges or anything like that. So it's just very interesting, like, having this scene and seeing Dana give this girl the grace that she didn't really ever give herself, the kindness that she didn't give herself. Like maybe she didn't think she deserved it. And not that Dana's like hypocritical, but it's just like a moment where maybe she needs to realize like, hey, like just like this girl went through something incredibly traumatizing, you also went through something traumatizing, and you need to grieve that and give yourself space to grieve that and give yourself grace to realize it wasn't your fault, and like that the person who did that should face some consequences for it, right? But yeah, it was just like it's just tough because like the whole procedure, like you feel so bad for the person, and it's just like super clinical and super like they're doing it very delicately and as gently as they can, but it's still incredibly invasive. So it's just like it's a rough scene to watch, honestly. And I'm curious, like even Dana, she goes to like support her, and like she's gonna put her hands like on her knees or on her leg, and she pulls back. I think partly because one, she doesn't want to like contaminate anything, even though she's got gloves on. Like she doesn't want to contaminate any of the test results, but she also probably recognizes like this woman just dealt with a lot of like unconsensual physical contact. Touching her body right now is probably not super conducive to anything good. So yeah, that's tough. I'm curious if we're gonna continue that next episode. I assume we will, but and I wonder if the computer systems going down are gonna impact that at all. Like, will she be able to submit this like test, like the examination? Will she be able to use any of the stuff that they're doing here? Or like does going analog completely throw out this whole examination and they have to do it a different way? That would be devastating if like we finish this and then find out like, oh, we can't use any of that, we have to do it again. Like that would be tough. That would be really, really tough. But yeah, and then we had the mental health stuff with Jackson and his parents, how there was a history of mental health on one side of the family, and oftentimes it's not something people want to talk about, especially when there's like maybe history of bipolar disorder, suicidal ideation, things like that. Like their uncle killed himself, and the sister didn't know, and she's upset that she was never told that. And it's like, yeah, like I get that. Like I get to an extent, like I think the parents should have told their kids like, hey, your uncle ended his own life. But also I don't think that's necessarily something that those kids have a right to know. I don't know. Like I don't know if that makes sense. It's tough. Like I think it should be talked about more often, but it almost feels like it's like, hey, let's share your like intimate medical history with the extended family. It's like you shouldn't do that. But also it's not necessarily the same thing. Right? It's like it needs to be talked about. And yeah, I mean, they did say he drank himself to death, but like, and that's kind of connected, but I don't know. Like I don't know. Like I don't think she should have felt as offended as she did that she wasn't told, because maybe they were going to tell her eventually. Like it's not necessarily like a situation of like, hey, I have to tell you in this time frame, but it's important to eventually maybe be like, hey, we haven't talked about this at all, but your uncle didn't just drink himself to death. Like he actively ended his life. Now, when you have a history of mental illness and maybe that can trickle down and apply to some other members of your family, then yeah, you should probably start mentioning that a lot sooner, right? Like as soon as hearing voices was brought up, the mom seemed to understand what was going on. And her response even was very interesting when they're like, do you have a history of mental illness in your family? And she's like, not mine. And it pans to the dad. That was very interesting, like her specific answer and how they may have thought about mental illness. And it sounds weird for me as a white person to be saying this, but that is an incredibly common thing in black families, is to either ignore mental health issues or to treat mental health issues as not signs of weakness, but like things to be looked down upon, just things to be ignored, that sort of thing. Like historically, that has just been an unfortunate aspect of being black, is oftentimes if you have mental health issues or if your family does, it gets ignored, it gets swept under the rug. And that is something that needs to change. And like Javadi talked about with the sister later, like, hey, you can be part of the first step to figuring out what's going on and how we can move on from this. Like, it's important that you talk to each other about this. And yeah, so like, I mean, if you're watching this and you are a non-white person, and even like, honestly, not just black families, but like Asian families, South American families, whatever, like a lot of minority families do not talk about mental health in their cultures, in their families. Like, it's just not an incredibly common thing. So if you are a member of a family, I mean, even white people don't talk about it enough, but like, it's a lot more common for white people to be open with their mental health issues than it is for non-white people, which is, it sucks, but like medically, that's just statistically a thing. So if you are someone who's not white and you have mental health stuff going on, or your family does, like, don't be afraid to talk about it. Like, the stigma around talking about your mental health needs to be broken. It needs to be talked through for people to get the help they need. But yeah, I don't know. Solid episode. I liked the episode a lot. I'm very curious now that we're really getting into the depths of like what's going on. I'm curious how they're going to do things and what effect that is going to have on most of our patients. Definitely let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I'm very curious to see how you guys feel. Otherwise, if you enjoyed my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me, helps my channel grow. If you're new here or you find yourself coming back often, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon. That is linked in the description down below. You just sync up your own copy of the episode and you can watch along with me. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.